Alrighty. Good afternoon to those who listen. January 15th, 2025, 5:12 p.m. I've been trying to do this. I tried to do this on StreamYard. Had a few other problems earlier. Wasn't feeling so good. Stomach problems, stomach cramps, and some chest pains. But I don't know. Here we go. I'm going to try to do this. Hopefully this works out. First off, I want to say it's my mother's birthday today. She's 85. She's still in the hospital, but she's doing better, so praise God for that. And she's supposed to be getting out tomorrow. So good news there. Good news, good news, good news. All right, so this video is about my premonition I had back in 2018. And when I say premonition, it wasn't a dream. I was awake, and it was just like these words were. It wasn't even. I didn't hear anything. They were just there in my head. It was weird. So the premonition was that when my mom died, and the Detroit Lions made it to the Super Bowl, the end of the world would happen right after that. And when I say the end of the world, I mean not like all at once, blam, but maybe the starting of it. Or maybe like the start of the tribulation. I don't know exactly. But I do believe it had to be from God, because it wouldn't make no sense to be from the devil or whatever. But it's strange. And, I never really thought anything of it, because I never thought the Detroit Lions would make it to the Super Bowl. But here we are. Last year they were one game away from making it to the Super Bowl. And at the same time, my mom was having some health problems. So I was kind of thinking, oh my goodness, is this it? But they didn't make it. This year, here they are again. They're 15-2. They've had their best record they've ever had. And they're 2 wins away right now from making it to the Super Bowl. They have to beat Washington on Saturday. And then they have, on January 26th, they will play the winner of the Rams and the Eagles. And if they win that, then they're off to the Super Bowl. So I always wondered, why my premonition didn't tell me if the Detroit Lions won or lost. It just said they would make it to the Super Bowl. So I thought that was kind of strange in itself. Sorry, this might be a little long, because there's a lot in here. But there's a lot of weird things that's been happening. So when my mom wasn't doing so good, and then my sister said she was going to the hospital, I was getting a little worried. Is this the time? But I never thought Detroit would make it to the Super Bowl, for one. So I never thought this would actually happen. But now there's a chance that it could happen. So the part about where I'm not sure if they win or lose, I was wondering, what is that? Okay, so Detroit, if they win and they go to the championship, the NFC championship game, that would be played on January 26th. So if they won that game, they would be going to the Super Bowl. But the Super Bowl is not until February 9th. So there's a period of between January 26th and February 9th where they're going to the Super Bowl, but they're not in the Super Bowl, and they haven't played the Super Bowl. Is that what that could possibly mean? Does something happen in between that time where the game gets postponed or canceled? Or does something happen to me? I thought to myself, well, maybe that means that I die and I don't get to see what happened. Just some thoughts. I don't know about all this. So I was going through I woke up this morning. Let me tell you about this. I woke up this morning, and immediately in my head, I was thinking about the first Super Bowl. And it was weird, because back then they used to play the games in January. So I was like, what day was the first Super Bowl? I know it was 1967, but I did not know what day it was. So if I can get this thing to work, the very first Super Bowl was played on January 15th, 1967, my mom's birthday. She was 27 that day. It was the Green Bay Packers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Green Bay won 35-10. So I was in the womb. I was born February 15th, 1967. 1 month later, I was born. So I was thinking, that was weird. That's strange. But then I looked over at where it was played. Los Angeles. And I thought, wow, that's really strange with all the stuff that's going on right now in Los Angeles. Is this somehow related? So just bear with me, this is really some strange stuff. So I went back and I did this calculator, the calculator thing where you put dates in. So I put in January 15th, 1940. That was when my mom was born. And then February 9th, 2025 is the day of the Super Bowl. I didn't find anything with this. At least nothing that I thought that was with this. I think I tried 1020. Was that maybe one of the ones I did? But I didn't really find anything with this. But I decided to try January 15th, 1967, the day of the first Super Bowl, and then February 9th, 2025, the Super Bowl this year. And then it came up with 21,210 days, 58 years, 25 days, 696 months, 25 days, and then 3,030 weeks. So I thought, well, that's something, maybe. So I was like, okay, let's look up Strong's Concordance. I don't know why I thought of all this, but I decided to look it up. So let's look at some of the stuff that came up. Here's 115. That would be my mom's birthday and also the date of the first Super Bowl. And it means, and I'm not saying that anything means anything, but I just decided to do it. It's a place in Palestine. Okay. And then if you look it up in Hebrew, it's disannulling, to put away. Abolition, put away, rejection. Okay. Okay. So then I did 215 for my birthday, February 15th. And we got not to be uttered, not expressed in words, unutterable, which cannot be uttered, unspeakable. And then, that was the Hebrew. And then just the Strong's, that was Hebrew. Okay. It came up to be set on fire. Now, ain't that something? Set on fire. Kindle. Break of day, glorious, shine. Okay. So then we're looking at some more numbers. And I think I got these backwards. 21. Is this, 29, which would be February 9th. Look up that one. Okay, let's keep going. Now we got to employ a courier, dispatch a mounted messenger, press into public service, compelled to go. And then we got 21, which would have been, since you can't put in 21,210, I put in 21. And what did we get? We got boiling of water, proud. Okay, probably nothing there. Did I do this one? Okay. And that's the 29, okay. Keep going here. So now I got 21 in the Hebrew one. And it's in time of need, convenient, seasonable, timely, opportune. Okay, probably nothing there. 30, place in Palestine. 30 was the weeks. Whoops. Sorry, was the weeks over here, weeks. Okay, and then 30 in Hebrew was the frankincense tree, perfume, frankincense. And then I was doing 3510. What was 3510? 3510 was, what was 3510? Darn it, I just before I started this recording, I was going through everything. Now I forgot what 3510 was. But anyway, 3510 was to feel pain, by implication to grieve. Grieving, have pain. Sorrowful, make sad. And then the Hebrew was kidney and loins, used of the inmost thoughts, feelings, purposes of the soul. Not sure what 3510 was. Sorry about that. So 5825. Oh, goodness. Don't tell me I forgot that one too. 5820. Oh, it was 5825 was the 58 years, 25 days. So 5825. Now here's the one that I thought was pretty crazy. So put it in, and when you do the search, you get 1. I don't know why it comes up with 1, but look at this. Sorry, it froze on me. Come on. All right. It's the first letter of the Greek alphabet, Alpha. Christ is the Alpha to indicate that he's the beginning and the end. Okay. And then 2925, that would be February 9th, 2025, is overthrow or rejection, captivity. And then the Hebrew, is this the same one? Yes, 2925. So 2925, to knock at the door. Like we could be at the door of the tribulation, at the door of the rapture. I'm not saying this is a rapture, so don't get me wrong there. Nobody knows the day or the time, or the hour. Sorry, the hour, day, or the hour. And then if you do 5825, you also get the same thing with a place in Palestine. We know that they just signed. I don't know if they went into. They came to an agreement to release the hostages and to have a peace plan. So that's crazy. So we also know that one pastor who he predicted that there would be a great earthquake at the New Madrid fault line when his country and Palestine, they agree to a 2-state solution. Some people might think, oh, this guy's crazy. But I just thought I would throw all this stuff out there. 2929, which would be February 9th, Father. And then the name of several Israelite men and Israelitesses. So, I don't know, I just thought there was a few of them that were kind of interesting. The ones that to knock at the door and then to set on fire. In time of need, seasonable. Where is the fire one again? I just saw a thing too, which is weird. It says boiling of water. They said that some of the water got contaminated from the fires. And they said boiling of water will not even work. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. All right, where's the fire one? Here we go. So the 215, that's my birthday. Set on fire. I don't know, do with this what you will, but I just thought it was strange. Maybe not so much all the strong stuff, but the fact that January 15th, which is today, 1967, I never thought about this, but let's look up real quick on the calculator while we're here. It's already too long. Let's look up between today and the Super Bowl. See if that comes up with anything. All right, now we got 25 days, 600 hours. So let's look up that 25, and then we'll look up 600 and see what happens. Okay, let's go to Strong's over here. Let's put in, what was the first one? 25. 25 was 5825. All right, so we get Father of Gibeon. We had another father one. All right. Then what was the other? Let's do this one. That's verses. I guess it was. See, that's Hebrew. Was it Greek? I don't think it was, but do it anyway. Maybe that's what came with the Greek. I don't know who's Greek anyway. To love. All right, so let's put in back to Hebrew. What was it? 600. The face. And Greek, 600. For the heck of it. To reconstitute, restore. Well, we know that California is talking about restoring and rebuilding already, even though the fires are still going. So I don't know, I just thought I would throw that out there. The main thing was my premonition was about the Super Bowl, Detroit Lions making it to the Super Bowl, which I never thought would happen. They've never been in the Super Bowl ever. And then my mom dying. Oh, why would you want... I don't want my mom to die. I'm just saying that was my premonition. I've had some of my friends say, oh, you're wishing your mom to die. No. No. So don't think that. So, just in case, But, I was trying to figure all this out for years and years. And just recently, like last year, when the chance of Detroit actually making it, and then my mom was in bad health, I was thinking, oh, no, is this really going to happen? But I don't know. I don't know if it's from God. I really don't know. But I just had that premonition, and I just never thought that, my mom is up there in age, so, she's 85. But Detroit making it. And then, see, the thing was in the premonition, they happened right one after the other. And then supposedly after the premonition was when the end of the world was starting to happen, or it could happen, I guess. And, I mean, we're on the edge of that right now anyway. And with the Deagle reports, if you remember the Deagle reports, all these populations start disappearing. Doesn't say why, doesn't say how, but it happens. And with all the rumors of WARs and everything that's going on with everything in the world right now, now we're at the edge, And then, with the president-elect coming in, he's talking about rebuilding the third temple and doing the Abraham Accords again and all that. So it's just kind of strange. Take what you will. I'm not trying to say that this is going to happen or not, but the premonition happened in 2018. I never thought nothing of it until last year. And then it made me start thinking more about everything, because it never said who won. It never said if Detroit won or lost. And I thought that was strange about the premonition. And then there's a gap in between, 2 weeks. In between, we got the inauguration right before the championship game, 6 days before. And we don't even know if there's going to be one. There's so many rumors of things that could happen, And with, possible more attempts on the president-elect's life, you never know with anything. So, I don't know. It's just my premonition. I just wanted to put it out there. I've put it out there before, but not so much in detail. I guess that's it. Just don't want to miss something here. And I just thought it was strange that I woke up this morning and it was like in my head, I had to, when was the first Super Bowl? What was the date? And it just happened to be today. So I thought that was kind of strange. 35-10, that's what the score. That's what the score was in the first game. That's what the 35-10 was. The 35-10 again was kidneys and loins, and used in utmost thoughts, feelings, purposes of the soul. Okay, so that was one of them. Sorry, I couldn't remember everything I was trying to. I should have wrote it all down, I guess. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. God bless.